Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Michelle. I am a 26-year-old gym owner, powerlifter, and coach. And I have just started YouTube. This is my second video. Today's video, I just really wanted to address something that I felt was really key in my journey this year, which was redefining strength. Delve into my experience with going from competing and then 7 days later having a surgery and having to take a break and also figure out who I am outside of powerlifting. You know, I started this video with the intro. I'm a coach, I'm a gym owner, I'm a powerlifter, but who am I outside of strength training? Who am I outside of being a powerlifter, a coach, a gym owner? And that was something that I had to go through a journey on in the last year. I went from competing to 7 days later having a surgery, not being able to get up, not being able to shower or dress myself without the support of my partner. So yeah, having that surgery, whilst to some might not be a big deal, for me it took away my strength, my identity, my routine. Not only that, but it also just completely rocked my mindset. So I wanted to share it because if you're in a season of feeling lost, I feel like this is the kind of video I would have loved to watch. Without further ado, let's get started. I made him hop out of the car because I'm still getting used to talking on the camera, and I don't know, I low-key find it a little bit embarrassing. My crazy shoes that I wear. This is the one I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna get it in black. That's actually beautiful. Before I even had my surgery to remove my endometrioma, I was already in quite a hard place. Spent most of that year in pain. I was in pain to the point of passing out on multiple occasions. A couple of times at work, driving, I'd gone to the hospital a couple times. I was trying to coach, run a business, taking my first client to Worlds, and it was honestly just a massive year for me. I was just mentally very worn down. When the surgery fully came, I feel like it was actually a breakthrough. A lot of the time I had mentioned things like I really want to get back to the energy I was at when I was feeling really well. Made everything about me about strength. Still had to show up for my lifters and my business, and for like over a period of time I became a smaller version of myself. That there was so much more inside of me and I had so much more to give, and I just couldn't reach it. I always talked about being able to push through the ceiling and how I was just stuck at the ceiling. And I lost my physical strength. I feel like it revealed so many different layers. I think the first point was I needed to get back to my training serving me and focusing on who I'm becoming, embodying rather than proving. Who I was, how I felt about the process. This was all a part of redefining strength for me. I have had a few messages on my Instagram about what's changed since nationals. I think the main thing has actually just been like self-acceptance, giving myself grace, coming back to why I lift and removing all that like external shit that, because we start lifting because we love it, and then somewhere along the way it becomes about external validation, posting on Instagram, what other people think. And for me, like, lifting is my marketing. In a sense, my clients have found me through my own lifting progress, and so when that slows down, that really forces you to confront, like, why am I still powerlifting? Like, what's my reasoning behind wanting to do the sport, and who am I doing it for? And doing it for myself. Like, I'm at a point where I'm actually finally doing this for myself, doing it for the love of progressing. I've always seen life in like business or lifting as like a video game. You reach this level and then it's about figuring out what you need to do to reach the next level, and it's just so enjoyable to me. How can I get to the next level? How can I get to the next stage? And that like is so enjoyable to me. It's like this boy racer, I swear, is trying to race me. Like, bro, I'm in my mom's car, I'm not racing you. Just come back to enjoying the process and enjoying the challenge of progressing. Yeah, one thing that I always said from the start, and I will like attach social media posts, is that this is not going to be a comeback. This is going to be me evolving. I feel like this surgery and this journey was just like that extra piece that I needed to punch through that ceiling and move to that next era, which I feel like I have just become. We are going to the gym and we are going to smash out a session. My hamstrings are so sore from yesterday, but we're just going to show up, do our best, take what's there, enjoy. So let's go. Establishing a really concrete setup is my goal for the day. I always try and pick one thing to focus on in a session. One thing I'm going to do really well, and that I know by the end of the session I will have gotten out of the session, and it's something I can control. So try and focus on things that I have control over that will lead to that outcome anyway. Like one thing I always talk about with my girls is how you walk up to the bar. Walk up to the bar strong, bring energy to the bar. You need to walk up to the bar with confidence and conviction. I reflected on after nationals is there was a lot of change between attempts in my setup and how I approach the bar, and what I'm looking for is consistency in how I approach the bar. I've actually decided to make a little playlist. I've done this in the past. I had this playlist years ago in 2021, and it was just like full of songs that embodied the energy that I wanted to bring, not just to training but just every day. And so this is my new era. So if you want to save it, you can. I'll pop a link on the description. Yeah, I've just had this on repeat. So this is just the foundation of what it means to redefine strength. And what I've learned is that strength isn't proven, it's lived. It shows in how you move when no one is watching, it shows in what you tolerate. And so I've decided I'm not interested in just performing strength anymore. I am here to embody it. I am not going back to who I was before. I've outgrown her, and I'm not here to repeat. I'm here to evolve. And this is the beginning of a new era for me, and I'm building it brick by brick. So this is episode 1 of Redefining Strength.